Guys, I'm back for another video. I'm downstairs in my craft room slash planning station slash whatever else is down in my basement, and I'm trying out a new phone camera attachment thing, so we'll see if it works. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk to you about winter sewing. This is something I've never done before, so I really have no idea how it will work. I've watched a few videos from a few different people on how they do it, so I have the general idea of how it's supposed to work. So I just thought I'd share with you guys, and then when the season progresses, I will keep you updated on my progress. It shouldn't be super material intensive, so the first thing you need is gallon jugs. I personally don't really drink anything that comes from a gallon jug. My water comes from my fridge, filtered, and I don't drink orange juice or anything like that. So I actually polled my neighborhood, and several people in the neighborhood had distilled water bottles that they use for crafting and let me have them. So free, cheap, easy. I already pre-cut most of mine, but I just used a box cutter, and I found the line between the handle and the bottom, and I just kind of cut the whole way around, but you want to leave part of it so you can more easily close it when you're done. Okay, the other thing I need to do, which totally forgot, I need to have drainage holes. So you kind of want to do like 4 or 5 without cutting yourself, little holes, because it's really important to make sure the water can drain out or you'll get root rot. So I just kind of did little cuts. I did have a leftover ½ gallon that I was going to attempt to do this with too. Obviously it's a little smaller, so let's just try it right now, live. And then if I cut myself, y'all will know it. I'm kind of cutting down a little bit. I don't like how the ½ gallon is a little taller. Alright, good enough. Wonky, sideways, doesn't matter. Forgot the drainage holes again. Alright, drainage holes. There we go. So that's how you would prepare your container. If you do cut it the whole way like Caleb did, I just kind of tried to tape it somewhat together so I can try. You're going to tape the whole thing anyway, so I still thank him for his help, but I wouldn't have done it that way. All right, so you're going to take your gallon, this one has drainage holes, open it, and you're going to want to use a potting mix. So I just got the generic Miracle Grow potting mix soil and learned a trick when I was at Lowe's last. They actually, if you find potting soil like wrapped up in a bag like this back there, they're half off. So I grabbed everything that they had since I knew I was doing this project, and got them for half off. So that was kind of cool. So I'm going to take my soil and I'm going to fill this bowl I have here with it. You can wear gloves if you want in this process. I prefer to be able to feel my dirt, so that's why I don't wear gloves. Also, this little tarpon one, you can get these off Amazon between like $7 to $10. I got it last year originally because I usually pot a bunch of my outdoor flowers and I wanted to save the soil and not waste it by dumping it on the ground by accident. I think that is a good amount for now. All right, so when you do this, you want your soil to be moist. So I'm breaking up the chunks right now. Yeah, just to make sure. And when I say moist, you want it to be very thoroughly wet, but you don't want it to be so wet that you can like squeeze water out of your hand. So I just have a bowl of water. Try that first. The soil is a little light, fluffy, because that's how you allow roots to spread. If it's not compact and difficult to break through. pre-moistened soil really helps so that you don't have to go out and water it or anything like that. I think just a little bit more and then I'm good. Yeah, this feels nice and hydrated so that it sticks together. I'm not squeezing any moisture out. We're good to go. So I'm going to take my gallon and I'm going to fill it with soil. You do want to tamp it down a bit just to avoid air pockets. Okay. Oh, I should probably wash my hands before I touch my seed packets. Give me a second. All right, back. Clean hands. Probably should have done this first, but I didn't. So the seeds that you want to direct sow need to be a couple things. A, they need to be frost hardy, which you should see on the back of your pack. B, really great if you find ones that have like a stratification period. So here's a columbine. I actually got this for free at a baseball game at the Curve Stadium. And there's a note, pre-chilling improves germination. Some people actually will take these and put them in their freezer for a period of time before they plant them because of that deep freeze period helps them come back. I think there was another one I had that on. The other one that'll work really well with is anything that's perennial in your zone. So if this plant is a perennial in zone, my zone is 7B, then that would be a good one for me. Anyway, so the ones I'm going to do, I am going to go ahead and do calendula. I wasn't going to. Pretty strawberry blonde color. I'm going to do some columbine since that was one that needed it. I'm going to do the Spun Bee Balm mix. Very pollinator friendly and a good native flower. This coneflower green twister. I got my milkweed earlier. Doesn't have a pretty packet. I'm sad about that, but this is called Cream Peony Poppies. Poppies are another one that need a frost before they'll bloom, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to do some more of my pink dandelions that I did last year. I learned that these are actually not invasive, so now I get to tell Caleb, don't worry, everyone's yards won't be filled with pink dandelions, just ours. I'm going to do the artichokes I got earlier. And another one that doesn't have a picture. This is called Galilee spinach. I decided I'm going to try that in the winter sowing method since I struggle so hard getting it to plant. I figured might as well do this and maybe I'll get some spinach this year. All right, so now that I did that, I forgot. Let me use this pencil here. Chopstick, even better. So you could just broadcast the seeds in there and see what comes up. But then you'll have to be the one to separate the roots and the seedlings later. And I kind of don't want to do that. So I'm just going to make some indents. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 little spots that I'm going to put the seeds in. So I'll go ahead and I'll do my spinach since it's the last one I have in my hands. These spinach seeds, by the way, super fun. They're like, I don't know if you can see, they're like spiky little jaggers. They actually kind of hurt. Oh, I lost one. Oh well. Maybe I'll have spinach growing somewhere randomly. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I missed one. All right, spinach has been put in here. I'm gonna kind of just make sure they're all in little holes. All right, then you're gonna want to take a little bit of extra soil, tamp a little bit extra down just to make sure they're covered, not a whole lot. You'll want to read how deep you want to plant your seeds before you add too much extra soil. And then last but not least, you're going to want to spray them in. Yes, I know the soil is moist, but this is what they suggest. Make sure you water them in nice and thoroughly. Okay. Then I'm going to take my duct tape. I'm going to pull this closed. Probably going to need to do more than one of these. Probably should have practiced before I did it live. That one area needs some patching. All right. Then I'm going to do a Sharpie for now. I actually have a garden marker I got for Christmas that is, I guess, stays around longer than Sharpie, but for now, I'm going to write don't let me spell it wrong. Gallielee, spinach. And you want to put the date. So today is the 8th, 1/8/22. All right. Then I'll take this lid off. This will create the greenhouse effect. This will allow moisture. So if you get a relatively moist season like we do, this should self-water and I shouldn't have to go out and touch it anymore. And then by the time March rolls around, I should have some spinach growing. All right, so that's the winter sowing method. I'll keep you updated how it goes with me. Let me know if you end up trying it yourself. Thanks.